I want to give you an example of evil. Pure, outright evil. And it's what seemed to be a big example, but it's the same thing that's happened in your life with your family, your friends, your husband, your wife, your children, your job, everything. It's the same thing happening everywhere. So you might know by now, if not breaking news, but the news broke yesterday on this show. Someone called in and said Daniel Penny I believe Daniel Penny was acquitted. I think someone told us that yesterday. But Fox has reported Daniel Penny. And Daniel is the guy that was accused of, quote unquote, killing some black guy on the train there in New York in a chokehold. And it had been reported that the black guy was making all kind of crazy threats and acting weird and doing crazy things. And Daniel tried to stop him. And Daniel is a white guy, and because Daniel is white, he had to go to trial. That's the only reason Daniel had to go to trial, because the DA is black there in New York, and Daniel is white. But amazingly, he was made free yesterday. Fox 5 is reported Daniel Penny has been acquitted of all charges, all of them. All of them. In the chokehold death of some black guy by the name of Neely on a crowded NYC subway train last year. That's amazing, been a year. Watch this from Fox 5.
Daniel Penny is now a free man after a jury of 12 Manhattanites acquitted him in a case that has sparked public outrage over the subway chokehold's death of Jordan Neely, a homeless man whose behavior, according to witnesses, was violent and alarming on that crowded F train. Penny showing emotion for the first time in the courtroom since the trial began over a month ago, smiling as his defense attorneys embraced him immediately after the not guilty verdict. The courtroom erupting in applause. Neely's father turning to someone behind him, cursing in anger, saying, "Are you clapping when my son got blanking killed?" Protests quickly turning violent outside the courthouse, with one person arrested. The verdict comes after the court dismissed the first count of second-degree manslaughter after the jury had a difficult time coming to a unanimous decision. After 5 days of deliberations, they delivered the not guilty verdict on the second count of criminally negligent homicide. The defense team argued throughout the trial that Penny was justified in his restraint of Neely.
I wasn't trying to, injure him, but I'm just trying to keep him from hurting anybody else.
Prosecutors failed to convince jurors that Penny was reckless or negligent in his chokehold.
I miss my son. My son didn't have to go through this. I didn't have to go through this either. It hurts.
Our call to action is to take care of each other. We can't rely on outside people. If we see someone asking for food, we have to take the responsibility to give it to them.
That's a lie. It's not your responsibility to give him food. And all of a sudden, they so hurt over Neely. What about all the time he was, according to report, and allegedly living on the streets, being high and all that stuff, they say. All of a sudden, they hurt. Isn't that amazing? Human beings are evil. And so Daniel Penny was a hero on the train. They said that when he stopped that black guy Neely from whatever he may have done to hurt others, the people thought that he was a hero on the train. But when he walked off the train, he was a criminal. Isn't that amazing? Hell on earth, human beings are evil. And so people were saying, you know what? If this happened to Daniel Penny, he had to go to jail and court and all that. When I see people about to get hurt or getting beat in the public, I'm not doing anything. I'm not lifting a hand. And can you blame them? especially if you're white. If you're white. But according to this report, Daniel Penny is free. Back free again. I wonder will he ever try to help anyone else. I wonder will he ever try to help anyone else. So I want to show you what evil look like now. It's pure evil. And I want to break it down so you can understand that these people, so-called Black Lives Matter, far left, liberal, radical group of people, worse than the KKK. They make the KKK look like angels. I hate to even compare them to the KKK because they're worse than the KKK. Ku Klux Klan. Really, they are. So instead of saying thank you to Daniel Penny, these Black Lives Matter people pretend that they're hurt by it. So I want you to listen to some of their words. They act as though it happened to them. Right? It was just one black guy and one white guy. One Daniel Penny, white, one black Neely, and the Black Lives Matter people want to organize and start a mess. It's just all thrills. It's all attention for the ego. It's not about Neely. It's not about Daniel Penny. It's about self-gratification. It's about getting attention for self. All black people were not involved in that. Only one. There appeared to be other black people trying to hold the black guy down on the train there, but it didn't happen to all black people. Think about it. It only happened with one black guy and one white man. And so Black Lives Matter is out there protesting because they want attention. That's all it's about. It's not about love. It's not about black. It's about attention. It's about hatred of the heart. So Black Lives Matter responded to the verdict of Daniel Penny going free. Watch this from Fox.
The verdict causing a courtroom to erupt in claps from Penny's defense, as well as threats on Penny's life from Black Lives Matter leaders who just days ago promised riots if Penny was acquitted.
Everybody else has vigilantes. We need some black vigilantes. That's right. People want to jump up and choke us.
Choke
and
us.
Kill us.
And
for
kill
being
us.
loud. How about we do the same when they attempt to oppress us?
The only crime that Jordan Neely was guilty of was the color of his skin. These wonderful white people, I hope they celebrate their Christmas while the Neely family is praying and asking God for comfort. Them and America.
See the hatred? GG them and GG America. Black people. And they are pretending that they are so hurt over Neely. Where were these people when Neely were out on the street? And I think it was reported he'd been out of jail before. Where were those people then? They didn't love Neely then? All of a sudden, they love Neely, right? They're hurt. And you fall for it. These people are evil. They have no love, not for Daniel Penny or Neely or anyone else. GD America, they say. And GD the white people in their Christmas. It's been reported that Neely from Newsweek, but this is from Newsweek, Neely record has 42 prior arrests dating back from 2013 to 2021. Think about that. the black guy. 23, according to the Newsweek. 23 prior arrests. 42 prior arrests. 42. Dating back from 2013 to 2021. Or in 2021. Where was Black Lives Matter? Where was his daddy? Was his daddy not hurt then? Was his daddy not hurt as he is right now? Was Black Lives Matter trying to get vigilante when Neely, if it's true that he has 42 prior arrests? Why they weren't hurt then? All of a sudden they're hurt? All of a sudden they're mad? All of a sudden we are being slapped on a train? It was one person and one person only. It wasn't every black person. It was one person. I really want you to wake up and see how you're being played. See how you're being played. This is not happening to every black person. And you have no business saying GD America or white in their Christmas. These people not heard about Jordan Neely at all. It's an act, folks. It's evil. It's hell on earth that dwells in human beings. When Christ said that anyone who has anger, which is hatred, is evil and do not trust an angry person, he wasn't lying. It's worse, it's deeper than what you can even imagine. And the reason you don't see the depths of it, you don't see it in yourself. You won't see it. And that's why, that's why your heart is not changing. You don't see that you're evil. Every human being is evil until they start to work on themselves and overcome it. So I want to just remind you, Black Lives Matter is not representing anyone but themselves. Each individual is about self. It's not about blacks. It's not about whites. It's not about America. It's about self. The thrill of acting so, pretending that they're mad. Pretending they want to organize and I'm just ticked. Where were you when Jordan Neely was in prison, in jail, in and out of jail? Why y'all didn't go and give him a piece of bread and help him then? Why you didn't give him some bread? You said you're obligated to get somebody some bread when they want it. Why didn't you give him bread then? Why were you not organizing to help Jordan Neely overcome whatever problems he was having? Where was Daddy, his daddy then? Oh, Daddy just so hurt now. I'm just so hurt, I don't know what to do. I'm just hurt now. He's lying. Plain old lying. This is hell on earth. And it's all an act. And remember when they burned down America, tore down statues and monuments and everything, pretending they cared about some other black guy that was allegedly killed by cops or something? Somebody did something somewhere. They gathered a whole bunch of money. Where are those people now? They bought houses up in the white neighborhood. They bought houses in the hood. They went and bought homes, according to a report, in white neighborhoods. And the blacks never did see that money. But they burned down no justice, no peace, and collected buku money. And that female so-called lady that running for president, representing Democrat, I forgot her name, Camilla. She was like supporting it. When will you stop falling for the lie inside of you? Just think about it. When will you stop falling for the lie inside of yourself? Because when you stop falling for the lie inside yourself, you're going to stop falling for it outside of you, inside of others. You really will. But you got to work on you. There's no such thing as racism, sexism, homophobism, Islamophobism, deadbeat-dadism, Allahu Abba-ism, anti-Semitism, race, what else? White supremacism. No ism, those are just words. Really, they're just words. And they only mean something to you if you're subject to words, if you're subject to the world. When will you overcome words? Somebody can put a title behind their name. Oh, I'm Dr. George. I'm Dr. this. I'm lawyer this. I'm psychiatrist this. I'm counselor this. I'm governor this. I'm mayor this. I'm city councilor this. I'm bishop, pastor, reverend, whatever this. And you fall for it because it's a title. And that's all it is. It's just a title, a word. And the person put the word behind their name because they're lost. And they need something to make them feel as though they're found, and you worship them. You worship them. You're so dumb, you get in agreement with Black Lives Matter, and Black Lives Matter is an evil organization. People are no good, their hearts are wicked, and you fall for it. And they act like all black people in 2024. This is 2024, right? Yeah, still. And you act like it's 250 years ago. And what you don't know, 250 years ago was better then than it is now for the blacks, because the blacks were independent then. They thought and did for themselves. It's all a game being played on you. It's an act. It is not real. It's an illusion. Why don't you drop your anger so you can see what's going on in the world around you by seeing what's happening within you, men and women, all races, all financial status or whatever. Black Lives Matter. Oh, we need vigilante. And they feel so good at the mic saying that and getting the attention from the media. And that's why that woman went, oh, GD, those white people, they're Christmas. And GD America. And she walked away with thrill all over her. Just feeling ego out of control. And you agreed with it. Why not become an individual and be free? Why not drop your morals and come out of your prison